of effort. So I want you to do a lot of these exercises 30 times. So do a 30 and then move on to the next exercise and then do it again. But then once you've done one set of each one, do it all over again. But do these sets in various days. So the other exercise that works for your abdominals, it looks like in a push-up position, but you lean forward and you bring your knee all the way to your chest. So you do this motion continuously, but you always continue it in one motion. So if you're doing it with one leg, that's one for that one leg, and if you do it with the other leg, that's one in total. So if you do it again with the right, that's one, that's basically half, and then until you do it again with the other leg, it's another full. So you want to continue just doing this. And that it works out your very lower part of your abdominals as well as your top. Another exercise that's really good for your abdominals is called V-snaps, or actually no, leg lifts, which is basically you keep your upper body in this levitated state, and then you continue bringing it up, but halfway. You don't bring it all the way up until the point where you fall over. Just bring it halfway and keep your hands next to your hips, so that way you keep this motion, and bend your knees just a little bit, so that way it works out the very bottom part of your abdominals. This will start hitting all the areas that you really want to hit, so you can slim down or tone up if that's what you want. Another exercise that really works well for your abdominals is the exercise that one of my coaches one time taught me, which is basically, it's called scissoring with your feet. So pretty much it's the same motion. You keep yourself half levitated so you can keep your abdominals, but you do this motion with your feet. So I'll show you in this view. You do this, you keep yourself halfway up, shoulders lifted off the ground, and you do this. Continue doing that until you do full 30. There's another exercise that's really helpful, and it works out hitting the low handle leg obliques. One of my friends taught me it, and it's very useful if you really want to slim down this area. It's very important, and I'm going to show you how it's done. So to get this angle, what you want to do is that you want to use a wall, use whatever you can to sustain yourself from tipping over, because it's very necessary. What you do is that you grab onto the wall and you lift this leg as high as you can, but you continue. You do not drop the foot towards the floor ever again. So you just do this continuously. You start to feel it here, but you have to make sure your leg is straight, your body's straight, and it continues. Do the same thing with the other leg. Just continue it, and don't drop this. The whole point is to keep your body straight, and you just lift over and over and over. You'll start to feel a kind of a slight burning sensation or pain here, but that's normal. That's like, it's any exercise. It's the same thing when you work out your abs. You're just continuously working it out, and you start to feel that burn and that pain, but that's a good thing. Same thing with that move. You have to do it backwards. So you do this instead. You lift this over and over and over. Same thing with the other leg. Do the same thing. That's about all the exercises for abdominals. So hopefully this video will come in handy in the future.